welcome to Mickey Art. Now with Easter coming up, it's always fun to do something Easterish. I don't know about you, but Easter's one of those things that really, if you don't have small children, it really doesn't have any impact. So my kids are now 13 and 15, and they like a bit of chocolate, thanks Mum, but nothing hugely, really big and butty. There's no Easter egg hunts or anything like that, but there's definitely people still in my world who are into that, and I'm totally willing to play their game. So I went into Spotlight. I was looking for a few things and I came across these eggs, and they're just well, they're a paper mache egg type thing, cardboard white. Let me open it up for you, let me show you. Already got paint on one hand, so I'll handle them with one hand. They come with their own little tray, which is cool. They also come with this little egg holder. Oh, running away. But they are just literally a little egg. Almost sounds like it's plastic and being coated with a paintable substance, actually. I think it's probably what's actually happening in there. So we have 8 of these eggs, and I'm going to play with some different possibilities with them. Had a couple of ideas, and I'm sure some more will come to me as the day goes by. They come with these cool little stickers. How does it get any better than that? They're so cute. Anyway, I'd be surprised if I use those. Anyway, the first idea that I had was inspired by that smushy mushy one that I got after pouring all my pre-bent records. And I really love the colours in that, and it really was just a mush of multicolours. And so I'm not actually, the one thing I haven't come up with yet is how to put these to dry. I think I might need to pierce them, and then a bit like the baubles that we did for Christmas, put them on a thing. So I'm going to come up with something, and then I'm going to come back to you and we'll see what magic we can create. Okay, so if you watched my Christmas decoration painting video, you will recognize that my husband works in concrete and has bits of steel lying around the place. So what I've done is I've bent it in one end to hang it, and bent it on the other end to put the egg on. Now these eggs, let's see if I can get you to show. See, you see how it's got that sort of like flattened out bottom bit there? What I found was by getting my little knife and just, because it, let's see, can I get you this? Oh, there we go. See how you can just sort of see a circle in there? First time I tried to carve it out, second time I just pushed, and that little bung, not sure what part of the process that, now that I've come up with a perfect idea, that's not working. You know when you blow eggs, you make a hole in both ends, and you, there it goes, the little plug has fallen in. So they're going to rattle, but that's okay, they can be babies rattles. There we go. So, yeah, they're going to look like normal eggs anyway, because they've been got holes where you blew them. See? People think they're real eggs. So then I'm just going to poke that in there. And then when it's hanging, it's kind of going to be sitting like that. Depending on what angle I bend them on, depends on how angled they hang. And I have my tripod that I use has a selfie stick attached to the tripod. And that's what my phone is hanging on to record the video. So it actually gives me this nice long arm to hang things from, which is really handy. So my little rattle, and there we go. There we have it. So let me just hang that one up there for now. So the next step is to get all this dust out of the way. I'm only doing 4 this time round. Might do the other 4, but then again I might not. I've actually got rust all over my gloves now, but I've wiped the actual dust off, so that's just staining. And hey, we could call it patina. What do you reckon? The age of patina. Alright, so the first idea that I've had on how to apply paint is to make a little bath. I might do it that way, and that way it's... I haven't done this before, guys. I'm experimenting as I show you, so how's it get any better? And my idea is to put different colours in here and then just spin the egg. Now, how well that's actually going to work, I don't know. Maybe I need to take it off there, spin it, and then try and get that in without touching it. Maybe I'll just end up pouring them like I did the Christmas decorations. Pour them from the side. That might make something different. Anyway. So, colours. What colours? I'm kind of in a bit of a muted colour scheme thing going on at the moment. So, how do you make muted? You add grey to it. How's it getting any better than that? So, I've got some Payne's Grey here. Now, Payne's Grey is kind of a blue black. It's almost like take blue so dark that it becomes a black. And then I'm going to grab my white. And then, I haven't written silicone on the Payne's Grey, so I don't think there's any in there. I'm going to put a little bit of silicone into my Viridian Hue. Now, guys, we all come up with colours that we really, really like, and we tend to use them a lot. Viridian Hue is one of those for me. And then I mixed it with some cobalt blue and got this aqua colour. And then, you know, it's like, what colours do you love? And how can you use those to your advantage? So I'm just gonna mix those up a little bit. Ooh, that's pretty. And I'm gonna try to take it off the stick and Just gonna, it's kind of a bit like marbling, I suppose. But we're using acrylic paint and silicone, like acrylic pouring. And this could end up being really messy. And if it does, that's fine. I'm okay with messy. Sorry, bumping. Oh, I haven't actually got the bottom of that. And then I'm going to tuck that in there, pop it out and see what we get. It's quite cool. I like it. Alright, let's put that one furthest down the strip. And then get the next one. So the next one I'm going to add, each one I'm going to add another colour. How much fun can we have with this? So, as you know, my fave red is Crimson Red from Reno Art. So, let's put some of that in there. Get our little egg. Boop, 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 boop. It's pretty quick, guys. It's not something that takes a long time. You could, if you wanted to take a long time with it, but... And then we pull it out. And again, we've got that little streak down the side. And some fun and funky colours going on. Now, I'm not sure if you're noticing, I'm not torching them yet. I'm just going to let them develop. So what's next on the colour scheme? My next favourite colour is copper. So let's put some copper in there. And grab number 3. Now, what's required to keep that looking that amazing? Not that, Michelle, not that. Where's my hole? There it is. Got it. Oh, I'm going to have to touch that bit up. Yeah, it looks cool. Now, we're starting to get quite dark in there. Do I need to add something a bit brighter? What do you reckon? We've got one more egg. And then I'm going to do something cool with that, because that would be a waste of paint. Oh, I know what I'm going to do with it. Alright, cool. So, we've got a green, a red, a blue, white, black, copper. The only one we don't have is a yellow. And I've got this lemon yellow. Some of you are screaming out, don't do it, don't do it. Why not? It's, oh, good. This is called experimentation, guys. If you can't play at Easter, what's the point? That's my question to you. Now, this one's going to be slightly different. And I'm going to show you why. There's a lot of paint in there, right? And there's not going to be a lot of paint required for my egg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a canvas sheet. I haven't even opened this packet yet. See how I'm making this up as I go along, guys? Please, please, please. What if your painting could be fun? I mean, you don't do this sort of style painting if you're not looking to have fun, do you? Really? Think about it. And if you're doing it for any reason other than to have fun, you've got the wrong style as far as I'm concerned. So this... Ooh. For the edges now. Pull the edges off. So this is canvas sheeting. And it literally all it is. It's a piece of canvas, it's pre-gessoed, but it can actually be fed through a printer. How's it get any better than that? So I'm going to move that over to the side, and then I'm going to plop that down. Can you see that? Let me get it so you can see it. Now, sorry for the bumping. I'm going to take my egg and I'm going to do a pour. Like I did with the Christmas decorations. Let's tilt it that way and get it to run over that last bit. Do I need to add some more? I think I might. No, it's completely covered now. So there we have a fun and funky. Ooh, got cells coming. Can you see those? Awesome. Alright. So, leave that to hang there. Okay. The cool thing about this is that it's what I've created with the selfie stick is, you know how selfie sticks have that extendable arm, the collapsible arm, however you want to look at it, one way or the other, and the ridges of each bit that comes out are little stoppers to stop the thing from falling down. Right, does that make any sense at all? When I get you down to show you, I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just stretching this just as you would on a stretched canvas. And the thing with this is you can actually curl it in shapes to make it go in a certain direction. Like that. And I don't actually have enough paint here to cover the whole area. If I can get that to drip right in the right place. Yes, no, maybe. Look, I got it. Alright. Ooh, that's cool. Now, what can you do with stuff like this? You can look back over my videos and you can see the cover for my cell phone case. You can see the money wallet that I made. These canvas sheets are very versatile, very cool. You could use it to wrap a notebook, make a cool funky cover for a notebook that nobody will ever pinch, because then it's very obvious who it belongs to. Trying to tilt this so you can see it, but it's okay. So maybe I'll turn that around so when it drips, it's not dripping in the middle of what I want it to. There we go. So I'm going to, just like any normal canvas, I'm gonna use the torch. Now, in the past when I've done it with these, I've actually taped the canvas sheet to a piece of board with plastic under it so it can, I like this patch down here. So it doesn't go walkabouts, it doesn't go all bendy like this, but I only came up with that idea on the fly, so I didn't have time. Alright, I'm gonna go through them all. Whee! Get some cell action happening. I don't know how far this is going to let me show you because I've got a window behind me. I'm running out of gas in this canister, but there's still enough there to have a flame. Just means I have to work a bit closer and be very vigilant, oops, not to burn it like that. Okay, so let's get you down and show you how that has come out. Okay, starting with the sheet. It's not that many cells have actually come out in this one, but the ones that have are very funky. I really like this patch here, super duper like it. This little perfect, where is my finger? There. This little perfect little round down here, that's a drip off the egg. Does it get any better? So it's very, very artistic. That's what I used to call things that I didn't like. Oh, that's very artistic, isn't it? Yes, anyway. And now that I'm an artist, I find that really funny. How many points of view did you have before you started painting? About what? What was art? This is cool. The only thing I can think of about hanging them like this is you're going to end up with a point. Oh, that's funky. Some of these bits I can't see until I look into the phone. See how you got a drip point? Oops. There's the stick. Oh, there's the egg. I've got you so far zoomed in. Don't even know what I'm looking at. That is cool. That is super cool. Sorry, gotta go around the other side. Where are you? There you are. Wow, that's yummy, if I may say so myself. And there's our drip point laying on the bottom. So if you're going to put them into a nest, you might want to put the drip points pointing down. Look at that. If it will zoom. Isn't that cool? And if you want to be OCD about it, make sure your eggs are hanging the way you want them to hang, where you want the drip point to be. Going back round. Show you the other side. There's some deliciousness in this. So there are challenges when you're working on 3D objects. Especially if you want to get the paint all over the entire object. Where'd it go? There it is. How to leave it to dry, where to put it, how to hang it, all those kinds of things. So this is my setup. Let me zoom out a bit. There we go. So I've got my tripod over there. Then on the handle of the tripod, the one that tilts and stuff, I've taped a selfie stick, which then has its extendy bit coming through here and its phone holder on the end. And that's where I put my phone to do my recordings. Alright, so I'm going to leave that to dry, or those to dry, and see what magic they create. And I'll be back shortly, your time, to show you what has been created. Alright, so here they are. They look much more fun than those white ones next to them. They've dried beautifully. You can still see the plastic line, but that's okay. I'm good with that. There's some beautiful colours in this one. I really like this one. Look at the way it's even come to that drip point. It's so pretty. What do you do with them now? I don't know. Let's see. This one was my first one, and it was quite smushy and whooshy to get it in and out, if you remember. I was still learning. But it's still quite cool. I like that bit. The most smushy and whooshy bit. How does it get any better than this? Then we added the copper, and oh god, I love copper. How does it get any better than that? And the cool thing about copper paint is it doesn't go tarnished. Living here in Rotorua, it's like Sulphur City, so it is real copper, tarnishes super badly, but paint copper doesn't, which is one way of having the joy of copper. I love that colour. And then we added the yellow. Wow, look at these lines. How cool is that? I love it. They're also different, and yet also beautiful, and yet, wow, look at that lacing. That's cute. There's a whole area of cells in there, and then again through there. I love that bit. That's cool. There's something about the lines of colour that just really does it for me. How's it get any better? So then, after I'd poured this, I thought I'm going to tape it down just so it doesn't go warping all over the world. And it's quite fun and funky, and who knows what I'll end up doing with this piece of magic. I really like some of the areas down in this blue bit down here. Check it out. Oh, what's that? Just a bit of dirt. So there's lots of fun bits. Who knows what will get created out of this. One day I'll be inspired. And then as I was gathering these up, I realised I never showed you these little things that I did. I was dipping them in the runoff of one of the paintings. I think it was the Swipe from Recall. That's right, yes it was. It was the iridescent Swipe. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Hello. No, I'm just going to leave it down there and come down to it.